All right, today, folks, this lesson is going to be word problem heavy for sure. Okay. That's what we're going to do in its entirety. So you should have this sheet ready to go. And again, don't, the stuff that we did in the first unit doesn't go away. We're still going to define our variable. This first one can be kind of tricky. It's asking how many vans. X is number of vans. Okay. And it says vans that hold up to 7 people each. Up to 30 people are going on the trip. Okay. So 7 times, oh, actually, I think on your this is not quite right, I realized, and I forgot to fix this. Sorry about that. What this is supposed to say, and I apologize, I'm going to use a little white out here. How about this? It's kind of cool, huh? And again, what this should say is at least 30 people are going on the trip. So that means 7x would have to be you'd have to accommodate at least 30 people. Now you come up with the 4.28, okay? So you must have at least 5 vans, because if you go down, you're going to leave someone behind potentially, right? Now it says, yeah, there you go. I mean, if you had 10 vans, you're certainly going to accommodate everybody, so that'll work. Sorry about that initial snafu there, folks. Here X is number of stamps. And this one's kind of straightforward. It's kind of like the flat cost stuff that we've talked about before. Stamps cost 37 cents. So 0.37x. You can't spend more money than you have, so it has to be less than or equal to. That's supposed to be a decimal. So we get x is less than or equal to 10.37. So that means Mandy, and don't just say that she can buy 10 stamps, because she could buy 9, she could buy 8, she could buy what? Mandy can buy up to 10 stamps. What's another way you could say it? Mandy could buy 10 stamps or fewer, or something like that. So she has all kinds of options. She just can't buy more than 10. So you want to be clear when you put your phrasing in there. This one here is kind of tricky. You have to pay attention to the unit. You see, the flower garden's 31 feet long. The brick is 6 inches long. What's the number of bricks we need? X is number of bricks, but you see that unit stuff makes a difference. So we want to be, the flower garden is no more than 31 feet long. This is the number of our bricks, but 6 inches is half a foot. So there's our equation. Half x is less than 31. So to solve, we multiply both sides by 2. That goes away. We get 62. So Gretchen needs what? Up to 62 bricks. Remember, she may need less, okay? because the flower garden's no more than 31 feet long. So she knows she can cover it if she has 62 bricks. Okay, Mike. Hold on, let me go back and look at this thing here. Okay, we're at the Mike problem. Mike works in shipping. He's going to load boxes onto a pallet. Each empty pallet's 150 pounds. Okay, so what are we? It's asking how many 35-pound boxes. So X is number of boxes. And you know, what do we have here? We have a situation where each box weighs 35 pounds, so 35 times X. But remember, they go onto a pallet that weighs 150 pounds. And then the maximum weight on the can be no more than 850. So the weight of the boxes in the pallet has to be less than or equal to 850. So you got to make sure you get this thing in the right direction. And that's a very tricky thing. You got to be careful with that. And we get X is less than or equal to 20. So remember, can Mike load 20 boxes? He can, that's right. But he can load fewer as well. Mike can load up to 20 boxes. All right. This one's a little bit confusing. Zoe's dealing with, she has 5 tables that will seat 6 people each. But she also has tables that will seat 4 people. That's what she doesn't know. X is number of 4-seat tables. Now she's expecting no more than 62 people. So she knows she has 5 tables that seat 6 people each. So that's 30 people that she's accounting for right there. She's trying to figure out how many 4-seat tables she needs. So 4 times X. So this will be all the people. And that's going to be no more than 62. So 30 plus 4x less than 62. Move the 30 over by subtracting. That's going to be 32. And divide x is less than or equal to 8. So Zoe needs what? Zoe needs at most 8 4-seat tables. Okay, so that would cover her. This is a classic type problem similar to the one with the stamps in the previous page, dealing with money. Here we're talking about rides. X is number of rides. But to get into the carnival, it costs $5. Then you pay $1.25 per ride. You can't spend more than you have. Subtract the 5. Use your calculator here to divide by $1.25. And you get X is less than or equal to 8. So you can what? You can go on up to 8 rides. Okay. The cost to rent a moving truck is $19.50. All of you guys will deal with this at some point in your life, probably. Move an apartment, who knows? If you have $44 to put towards a rental, what number of miles can you cover? So what we don't know is the number of miles. They cost 25 cents each, so 0.25x plus the upfront fee of $19.50. The amount of money that you spend on the rental has to be less than or equal to 44. So subtract the $19.50 you get 0.25x is less than or equal to 2450. Divide by 0.25, and we get x is less than or equal to 98. Remember, that's miles. So you can drive up to 98 miles and still be within your budget. Last one, I know I'm going kind of fast here, but remember, you can rewatch it. We know how many students attend. What we don't know is the number of adults. So 3, that's the charge for students, times 200, that's how much money we get from the students, plus 5 for adults, times how many adults go, x. They want to raise at least, so that's greater than or equal to 1,000. So now we're just solving. Move the 600 over by subtracting, and you will get x is greater than or equal to 80. So at least 80 adults must attend to reach their goal. Okay, there we go.